Mic check, mic check. It's that time. You hear what's playing. Welcome to the jungle. That's what the playoffs are. It's a jungle. 2 men enter, 1 man leaves. You know what's interesting about the playoffs is that you play all 18 weeks to get to the playoffs, only to lose 1 game, and then the season is over. If football was 2 out of 3, 3 out of 5, it would be a whole different vibe. But it's 1 game elimination. 1 bad turnover can send you home. 1 false decision can send you home. 1 fumble can send you packing. A missed field goal can send you to Cancun. A drop catch, a drop pass can give you an early exit. There's so many things that can factor in of you getting sent home early in the playoffs. So the fact that it's 1 game elimination, the stakes is high. One thing about the playoffs is that there are always upsets. You can book that. Everybody that's a favorite don't always win. You're not supposed to. I mean, it's football. You know, it's gonna go either way. It's who brings the physicalness, who brings the physicality. You know, who brings the schemes. You know, who's able to trick who out. You know, so many different things that could factor in. And the fact that there is no tomorrow, you got to cram everything in now. And you really can't gamble and try to play out for the first time. Whatever you know how to do, you got to execute it. So this is that time, and it's time to get to it. We currently have a game underway right now with Washington and Cards. Cardinals and Washington football team is currently underway. So we will have somebody getting sent home in about another half an hour, 40 minutes. But it's funny, they was just talking about in the chat about the run commit glitch. And I promise you, I knew nothing about it until today when I heard what was patched up, you know. And the thing about it is that when I think about how you got a baseline and stuff like that, I remember seeing I ain't gonna say hella people, but I remember seeing quite a few people call like a 335 or something, and they damn sure were baseline. And I remember saying to myself when I seen it, like, it doesn't really make sense to baseline at that time, because it was like, you know, you completely came off the receiver, just leaving him open. You know what I'm saying? I never quite understood it, you know, what it was. You know what I'm saying? So now that I know what was going on, it makes all the sense in the world why it was being done. You know, listen, man, there are quite a few guys in here that goes on YouTube for things. You understand? And I don't say nothing because, you know, it is what it is at this point. You know what I mean? But if you just watch the way some people play, you can clearly see, you know, who be visiting the YouTube shop and things like that. You know what I mean? But again, I just come out and play, and I try to make adjustments on the fly. You know what I'm saying? But you know, there's definitely people that definitely be on that tube, you know, and it's been like that for a while. Now, again, you go on the tube doesn't mean anything. Doesn't guarantee you Super Bowls. Doesn't guarantee you a bunch of wins. It could just guarantee you a play or two that you seen that's a glitch, or something that's you know how to get over on. and you make it work for you, but it doesn't guarantee any success, you know. But we're gonna get into these matchups, and see what's going on from there. But before I even get into the matchups, as you can see, you got your number one seed in the AFC, your number one seed in the NFC. And the number one seed in the NFC is the Rams. AFC, number one seed is the Chiefs. That's Bay Boy, Relly, and Claw. These two get to sit back and watch. These two teams get to sit back and watch teams beat up on each other. And, it just... And then they get ready for the next round, But let's get into it. First up, over in the NFC, we have a rematch from last year's first round matchup. Panthers against Giants. P. Earl against Rico. And last season, Rico started out good. But then faded off in the end. Listen, Rico has to come into this game believing. It's been several instances I've seen him say things like, I'm tired of playing you, and I understand you give him Pearl props, you know what I'm saying, but now you got to forget all that. Now you got to come and play. You understand what I'm saying? It's playoff time. So if I'm you, whatever you did last year to get out to a good start on him, I'm trying to execute that again to the 10th power. So you definitely got to come in and bring the fight to the Panthers. I mean, you're on the road. You got to come bring the fight to Carolina. I've seen big upsets before in my time. So big upsets is nothing new. It happens, But we'll see how this play out. But between time, I will take the Panthers over the Giants by a score of 34. I'm gonna go 34. I'm gonna go 34-20. 34-20 Panthers over the Giants. Then as we swing over to the AFC, we got the number 2 seed Buffalo Bills going against number 7 seed Miami Dolphins. Now, this game, Money Mascot up 28-0 already. Wow, look like that's over with. It's good news and bad news about this Buffalo Miami game. The bad news is Trey Dog hasn't beat Buffalo and I don't know how long. Buffalo has like a personal win streak against him of like probably 4 or 5 games in a row, right? That's the bad news. The good news is what I always tell y'all. All streaks come to an end, whether it's win streaks or losing streaks. For Trey Dog's sake, he would hope in this case this streak of losing would end. Trey Dog is a good opponent, man. He's a real good opponent. So he's capable of winning this game. But I just kind of feel like coming to this game, I think he's going to acknowledge the fact that he's been losing to Buffalo on a personal note. And that's either going to do two things. That's either going to come in and make him really lock in, or that's going to make him come in and play timid. I don't know how it's going to play out. I'm just saying with the different things that can go down. You understand? Because let's just be honest. Anybody that got a nice winning streak against you personally, and you got to play them on the big stage, you either come in that game two ways. You either come in that game locked in, saying to yourself, this streak going to end today, or you coming in real timid. I'm talking about like just trying to, you're not trying to win the game. You just trying not to lose the game, so it's only two ways to come in that game. Now, like I said, Trey Dog is a great player. So if he wins, it won't be surprising if he wins, but it'll be even more for him to snap that loser streak. But I can't lie, man. For me to pick Miami right now, what would be the reason? I don't have no reason to pick Miami right now. I got to go with Buffalo. Miami, he just barely made the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? But you know what? Doesn't matter. The playoffs is a whole nother season. You know what I mean? Everybody's 0-0. Regular season accomplishment no longer matters here. How many times we see guys have great regular season records and they exit in the first round? So regular season has nothing to do with playoff time now. So this is a whole nother season right here. The difference between this and regular season is that there is no tomorrow. If you lose, you will be waiting for next season. But with that being said, I got to go with Buffalo over Miami. Buffalo been playing great ball. They was this close from being the #1 seed. Trade Dog got in, to be honest, because of the Raiders collapse. The Raiders end up losing their last 5 games straight, and that's what made them get eliminated. If they would won at least 2 games out of them 5, they would have been in. So Dolphins got in, but guess what, man? It ain't the Dolphins' fault that the Raiders botched it. You know, now Miami got to make the most of it. Unfortunately, I just, you know, I don't know. Whatever's going on between him and Buffalo, I think that Miami might need a little more to get over that hump. But we're going to see. This is just predictions. This ain't what's going to happen. So I'll take Buffalo in this one, but I think it'll be rather close. I don't think Trey Dog going to come into this game and get stomped. And if he do, then he got bigger problems than what I initially thought. But I'll take Buffalo in this 30, I'm gonna go 31. I'm gonna go 31-23. 31-23 Bills over the Dolphins. Moving back to NFC, we got the #3 seed Washington football team, money mascot, going against the #6 seed Cardinals, King G. Now, I just been informed Washington is up 28-0. Which pretty much means that Cardinals will be the first team in Cancun. But, you know, I've seen stranger things happen. So, anything's possible. You know what I'm saying? You score, get a quick turnover, like pick 6 or scoop fumble, right back in the game. So, I've seen stranger things happening. But, this game is already in progress. But I'll just go ahead and tell you who I would have took. I would have took Washington to win this game. But he's blowing Arizona out right now, and I wouldn't have took that. I would have took a close game, competitive game. I would have took Washington something like, it'd have been something like 34, 27, 28, something like that. You know what I'm saying? It'd have been something like that. But I would have took Washington to win this game, and right now Washington is doing just that. Next. In the AFC, we got the #3 seed Browns, Murph, going against #6 seed, the current AFC champ, Baltimore Ravens. Now, here's a fun fact. The first 2 seasons, Cleveland has never beat Baltimore. This season, Cleveland has swept Baltimore in the regular season. Now, here's how much regular season doesn't matter when it comes playoff time. If Baltimore win this game, them two games he won in the regular season holds no weight at all. I'll get swept from anybody in the regular season every year if I have to, if it means I can pull off an upset, if I can pull off a win against them in the playoffs. This is the biggest game of the year between them two. I don't care what happened in the first 2 games. This is it right here. Because now, whoever loses this game, their season doesn't continue. So, this is a very, very big game. Now, who rides into this game with more confidence? Cleveland. But Baltimore knows he can beat Cleveland. He just got to make it happen. But it seemed like the game changer was Kyler Murray. Cleveland hasn't lost to Baltimore since he got Kyler Murray. So now you got Kyler Murray versus Lamar. So, how this going to play out, that's why we got to watch. So, Cleveland's at home. Baltimore's traveling there. It's cold. Might be some snow in this game. That will play a part in game styles and stuff like that. So this game got a lot riding on it, man. Trust me, Murph don't care nothing about them 2 games he won in the regular season. This the one he needs. This the one Baltimore needs. Baltimore is, like I said, is the current reigning AFC champ. Went to the Super Bowl last season, trying his best to get back there, but it is not easy. Last season he was the number 1 seed. This season he is the number 6 seed. So it ain't easy out here. Now, with that being said, Baltimore got swept by Cleveland in the regular season. Playoff time, Baltimore's on the road. I'm going Baltimore to go into Cleveland and pull off an upset in the wild card round. Give me Baltimore to bounce back and shock that Cleveland organization and pull off an upset win. Give me Baltimore over the Browns 23-20. 3-point win. Ravens over the Browns. Ravens get revenge for getting swept during the regular season. I got B-more. Moving on to the NFC, we got number 4 seed Chicago Bears hosting a playoff game against New Orleans Saints. New Orleans Saints started off very, very good early in the season. Second half of the season, he started fading off a little bit, but you know what? He did his part to get in. It's in Chicago. I expect cold, snowy conditions as well. Who does that favor? That favors the team that runs the ball, obviously, because it's hard to pass in them type of conditions. But I give Chicago a shot, man. I definitely give Chicago a shot to pull off an upset. Trust me when I tell you. I know many don't, but I do. To be quite honest with you, man, BS has not been playing terrible ball this Madden. I mean, let me just tell you this. The whole last Madden on PS4, he's missed the playoffs the whole year. He's never made the playoffs last Madden on PS4. And guess what? Here he is right now as the number 4 seed. Second season with Chicago. So BS been playing some good ball this Madden, man. This Madden era, he's been playing some good ball. And like I said, I give him a real shot to pull off an upset. Now, what I think is going to hurt him, though, is the playoff pressure. When you're not used to making the playoffs and you find yourself in the playoffs, you feel a difference in the game. From kickoff, you don't want to make a turnover. It's so many things that can make you overthink a situation. And I don't think the Bears is play. They don't have that playoff. They don't have that playoff experience like Steph Anthony does. So I'm going to go with the Saints to win this one. But I don't think it's going to get out of hand too much unless the Bears just start, panicking and just doing crazy turnovers. But I'll take Saints to win this one 27-14. And last but not least, we have myself, the number 4 seed, Jags, hosting a playoff game against Denver Broncos, Carnage. And look, man, we got a home playoff game. We going against a Denver team that, we're not afraid of at all. You know what I mean? So, listen, we both got to lace up our shoes. We got to get on the field, and we got to make it happen. We will be ready. Win, lose, or draw. You know what I mean? Well, we ain't going out without swinging. You know what I mean? So, we coming. And we know Denver coming. So, let the games begin. I'll say Denver favorite in this one, even though they're on the road, because I haven't had no consistent season. I've been playing better ball lately. You know what I mean? But, all in all, Denver had a better season than us. Not by far, though. He, too, had a 3-game losing streak going on once upon a time in the season. But I'll say Denver favorite by Jags by 3 in this one. Only 3 I'm giving Denver. But we ready. Tomorrow is game time. We will be locked in. We will be trying to advance to the next round. And listen, we playing with house money, man. We got nothing to lose. You know what I'm saying? Nothing to lose at all. We happy to be here, but at the same time, we ain't just acting like, all we want to do is get here. We want to make our presence felt. So we're gonna be ready come tomorrow. You know what I mean? And we're gonna live and die with the results. Bottom line. And we're gonna see what games get knocked out tonight. And then we're gonna keep this thing moving. For me, ideally, I would love to get this off season done by Sunday. I mean, honestly, there ain't a bunch of guys in the playoffs. Obviously, you know what I mean. You only waiting for what? 1, 2, 3, 6 games in the first round. That can be done in one day. You know what I'm saying? And on top of that, depending what time of the day it is, the next round, majority, if not all, could be knocked out that day. You know what I mean? Like, what difference does it make to play 2 games in one day? All of y'all play more than 2 games or 2 games in one day on a regular basis because you're in different leagues. So let's not start freezing up now and taking our time. Again, if you busy, that's fine, understandable, no problems at all. But don't be over there pump faking, acting like you know what I'm saying, you the president and you gotta make trips all around the world all of a sudden because the playoff times is here. So let's get these games knocked out and let's get on to the next season. You know what I'm saying? Good luck to everybody that made it. All those that didn't make it, listen, man, you gotta have a strong off season. Come back even harder next season. Bottom line, ain't no time to have no pity party. Don't feel sorry for yourself. You know what I mean? You didn't make it. Lock in the off season. Make some moves, upgrade that roster, and then just ball out come next season. Season 4, by the way. So that's another edition of the 5th quarter wild card round. Come tomorrow, I'm gonna go live again, and I'm gonna try to get some people on here with me. So keep that in mind. We want these playoffs. We want these playoffs jumping. We got one game currently underway, which is the Washington and Arizona game. Cleveland and Baltimore potentially getting played a little later. Not sure exactly if it will, but it's definitely potential for that game to get played later. And as I look around, we got some good matchups, man. We got some real good matchups this round. So should be very interesting. But that's it for the 5th quarter wild card edition. I'll see y'all. I'm coming back. Like I said, I'm coming back tomorrow because I'm trying to get some people on, man. I want to hear from you guys that's in it. You know what I mean? And we're gonna try to do 1-2 thing like that. But I'm about to get up out of here, and I gotta go check my other league, AGS, to see if that league is ready to advance. And we moving out here. So until then, I see y'all till the next live. I'm going.